Howdy all, lovely to see you all again. Today we're going to be looking at the third and final solo in Erotomania by Dream Theater. This is epic win, but it is quite challenging, so put on your patient hats and let's get ready for some good times. Let's take a look. Okay, let's take a look at the first section. This is kind of a riff leading into the solo before it gets really silly and redonk. So what I want to do is start from 3rd fret of the top string. I'm going to play 3 notes on the 3rd fret, 3 notes on the 2nd, and 3 notes on the 1st. I'm going to slightly pinch harmonic those. After that, I'm going to do 2 open notes. So we've got 3 groups of 3 and 1 group of 2. And the time signature changes slightly. So what we're going to do now is 3 notes on the 3rd fret, 3 notes on the 2nd fret, and then 2 notes on the 1st and 2 notes on the open note. So we're going to have 3, 3, 2, 2. So all together for the second bit, from the start, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then we're going to take that idea up an octave, but I'm going to lose that sort of pinchy, harmonic-y vibe on those notes, and I'm just going to play single notes here. We're going to do pretty much the same timing and idea from 10th fret of the 5th string. I'm going to play 3 of that note. Then from 9th fret we're going to do 3. Then 8th fret we're going to do 3. And then 2 on 7. So we're just sort of copy-pasting that idea timing-wise from the first group. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's kind of working back chromatically. After that, I'm going to go back to 10 again, do another group of 3, and then we're going to work through a couple of small arpeggio shapes. So I'm hitting the 10th fret 3 times, then I'm working through this arpeggio shape. So what I'm doing there is I'm playing 9 of the 5th string, then 7 of the 4th and 7 of the 3rd. And then after that, I want to jump to 8 of the 5th string, and I'm going to work through basically what will be an F major sort of triady arpeggio. So what I'm doing here is I'm playing 8 of the 5th, 7 of the 4th, 5 of the 3rd. And then I go to 4th fret of the 3rd string, and I'm going to build an E minor arpeggio going from the high to the low. So I'm going to play 4th fret of the 3rd string, 5th fret of the 4th, and 7th fret of the 5th string. So we're going to have all together for the newest chunk. Hopefully that's all making sense. We'll take it from the top. I want to add one more little chunk. We'll put it all together one more time and then we'll do it again with some tabs. So I'm going to work through this now. So what I'm doing here is a small diminished arpeggio from the 5th string. I'm playing 6th fret of the 5th, 4th fret of the 4th, and then 5th fret of the 3rd. So we go like this. After that, I want to just work down the scale now from 4th fret of the 3rd string, and then play 7, 5 on the 4th. So we're going to go. Okay, then after that, I'm playing just notes across the 4th string. I'm going to play 4, 5, 7, and then jump back to 4. All together. Okay. And then we're going to work into this little phrase. So So what I'm doing here is I'm playing 5 of the 4th, 7 of the 5th, and then 9 of the 4th. Okay? At the end of that, I want to play 7, 8 on the 2nd string, and then 9 of the 3rd. So let's go from the diminished arpeggio. Okay, and there's one more little bit at the end. We'll do that. We'll put it all together and then we'll do it slowly with some tabs. So what I'm doing here, I'm playing 7 of the 3rd, 6 of the 4th, and then I want to play 4, 5 on the 3rd string, and then 4, 5, 4 as a hammer on into a pull-off. So it'll go. And then we'll resolve that section on 7 of the 4th string. So it'll go. And that's the last chunk of that section. So I'll do it relatively slowly from the start, and then we'll do it again with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Okay, the second section is going to be just basically a shitload of runs. I want to start from 4th fret of the 3rd string. I'm going to play the 4th fret and then work through 6 notes, just basically straight diatonically. So I'm playing the 4th fret of the 3rd string, and then I'm playing 7, 5, 4 on the 3rd and the 4th string. And each one of these runs is going to have a single note and then sort of 6 notes descending. They're all very similar. So the next one I'm sort of dealing with more of an Aeolian shape. I'm starting from 2 of the 3rd string, and then I'm playing 5, 4, 2 on the 3rd and 5, 4, 2 on the 4th. Back to back. Okay, then I want to jump to 5 of the 4th string. I'm going to play the 5th fret there, and then I'm going to play 9, 7, 5 and also 9, 7, 5 on the 5th string as well. Okay, the next kind of group we're going to deal with is going to start from 4th fret of the 4th string. I'm going to work down sort of a C Lydian-y shape. I'm going to play 4th fret of the 4th, and then I'm going to play 7, 5, 4 on the 4th, and then 7, 5, 3 on the 5th. All together. Okay, then we work through this big monster run from over here. Let's take this slowly. I want to start off by playing 5 notes. It's a little bit strange timing-wise, but it does sort of fix itself up halfway. So I want to be playing 1, 3, 5 on the 6th string, and then 3, 5 on the 5th. And then what I do is I sort of work around sort of a B Lydian shapes. A B Locrian shape. I'm going to play 2, 3, 5 on the 5th, 2, 3, 5 on the 4th, and then 2, 4 on the 3rd. Let's put that together from the start. So we've got the 5 notes and then the 8 notes of that B Locrian. One more time, a little slower. Okay, to finish that little chunk off, I want to play 5 of the 4th string and then 2, 4, 5 on the 3rd. So now the way that I'm kind of thinking of this is a group of 5, 8 notes and then another 4. All together. Hopefully that's all making sense. The last 2 bits of this section are essentially the same thing twice. Working with the Locrian-y shape, I guess, starting from F sharp. It's just that pointer middle pinky shape 2 times in a row. So we're going to work through each little chunk. There's going to be 3 groups of 4. So the first group of 4 is going to start from the 4th string. I'm going to play 4, 5, 7 there, and then jump to 4 of the 3rd. And I'm going to start from the next part of that scale. I'm going to play 5, 7 on the 4th string, and then 4, 5 on the 3rd. All together. The last chunk I do is from the pinky on 7th fret of the 4th, and then I'm going to play 4, 5, 7 on the 3rd. So the 3 groups of 4 is going to sound like this. We're going to to do exactly the same thing from 6, 7, 9 of the 4th. So I'll go through it relatively quickly and you'll see how similar they are. The first group of 4 is going to go 6, 7, 9 on the 4th, and then 6 of the 3rd. Then after that, I'm going to play 7, 9 on the 4th, and then 6, 7 on the 3rd. And then the last group's going to play 9 of the 4th, and then 6, 7, 9 on the 3rd. Sorry if that was a bit quick, but as you can see, they're exactly the same thing. So let's take this section from the start and then we'll do it again slowly with some tabs. One more time, some tabs. Okay, let's have a look at the third section. This is working through some pretty cute and enjoyable arpeggio shapes. I want to start off with a single note on 10 of the 3rd. And then I'm going to play 14, 14, 10. And then we're going to do a little pull off from 11. And that little pull off flavor is going to be quite apparent throughout this whole section. So we're going to go pull off from 11. And the rest of this arpeggio is pretty diminished. I'm going to play 12, 12, 9 on the 4th. And then do a little pull off from 10. I'm going to do the same idea, but go 11, 11, 8 on the 5th, and then pull off from 9. And then to finish off this chunk, we leave the pull off out of this bit. It goes 10, 10, 7, 8 on the 6th. So all together. Hopefully that's making sense. The next one's not so diminished here. We're going to jump around a little bit more on this shape. I'm going to play 12, 12, 9 on the 3rd string rather, and then pull off from 10. When I jump to the 4th string, I'm going to play 10, 10, 7 and a pull off from 8. Then I want to jump to the 5th. So what I'm doing on the 5th string is 9, 9, 5 and then a pull off from 6. And we take away the pull off on the 6th string again. So I'm going to play 8, 8, 5 and then resolve to 7. You'll notice I'm using my ring finger there. So of the second arpeggio, let's try both arpeggios back to back and then we'll deal with the 3rd and the 4th. Okay, the 3rd arpeggio we're going to deal with is quite diminished. I want to start from 10 of the 3rd string. Keep in mind all this trilly stuff is still going to be relatively consistent. I'm playing 10, 10, 7 and then a trill from 8, the pull off from 8 rather. Then on the 4th string, I'm playing 9, 9, 6 and a pull off from 7. Then I'm playing 8, 8, 5 on the 5th with a pull off from 6. And then when we get to the 6th string, we take away that pull off idea. I'm going to play 7, 7, 4 and then resolve it to 5. So this diminished idea is going to go. Hopefully that's making sense. Let's do the last arpeggio and then we'll put them all together. I want to play 9, 9, 5 on the 3rd string and then a pull off from 6. And I play 7, 7, 5 on the 4th and a pull off from 6. Okay, then I jump to the 5th string. I want to play 7, 7, 4 and a pull off from 5. And then we're going to finish that whole section by playing 5, 5, 3 on the 6th. So all together of the most recent chunk. Let's try putting all 4 together and then we'll do it once again with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Let's take a look at the 4th section. I want to start from 1st fret of the 6th string and then slide from 3 to 5 on the 5th. and then I'm going to play 2, 3 on the 4th, and then hit the 3rd fret again and slide to 5 and give it a gentlemanly vibrato. So all together, then we work into this. So what I'm doing here is an open note on the 6th string and then sliding into the 4th fret. And then I play 2 of the 5th, kind of arpeggio-y, and then I've got a trill just in and out quickly from 4 to 5. I'm not thinking a specific amount of hammer-ons and pull-offs. It's kind of triplet-y until you run out and the next bar starts. So all together. Then at the end of that, I go into this. So what I'm doing here is 3rd fret on the 4th string as just a single note with a slight pulse, I guess, up and back, and then I pull off to the open note. And then I'm going to play 7, 9 on the 4th, and then hit 9 again with that slight sort of twiddle that we had on 3, and then pull off. Okay, at the end of that, I want to play 10, 12, so it goes. Then we work into a couple of runs. These are all kind of voiced pretty similarly. As soon as you get 1, it's the same fingering on all of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the 9th fret of the 3rd string. I'm going to do a hammer-on into a pull-off, 9, 10, 9. And then I jump to 12 of the 4th, then back down to 9 of the 3rd. And then resolve that by playing 10, 12 on the 4th. All 4 of these shapes are going to be the same thing. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing a string above from the 4th string. I'm going to hammer on 9, 10, 9 on the 4th. Then play 12 of the 5th and then 9 of the 4th. And then play 10, 12 to finish that. So back to back. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. So now I'm on the 4th string on 2nd fret and I'm playing a trill from 2 to 3 back to 2 and then 5 of the 5th. Then I jump back down to 2 of the 4th and then play 3, 5 on the 5th. And I bring that exact same idea up a string to the 5th string. So I'm going to do 2, 3, 2 on the 5th string as a hammer-on into a pull-off, jump to 5 of the 6th string, and then jump back down to 2 of the 5th and play 3, 5 on the 6th string. So back to back. Sorry. That's the right one. And then we've got a couple of triplet-y trem ideas to finish off the section before group 5. So what I'm doing here, I'm just doing a quick sort of triplet-y group on each note, working up. I've got 4 notes in a row. I'm playing 3 opens, 3 1s, 3 3s, and 3 5s on the 6th string. And that's pretty much the whole section. So let's do it slowly, and then we'll do it again with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Okay, let's have a look at section 5. I want to start with a quick power chord on 6th fret of the 6th string. Then what I'm doing is I'm playing 6, 8, 10, and then 8, 10, 12 on the 6th string. So it's just that double full tone shape. So we've got... Okay, after that I work into this phrase. I want to play 8, 10, 12 again, and then do a hammer on from 8 to 10 on the 5th, and then jump to 12 with the 6th. So it'll go... So we've got... Okay, after that I just work up the scale diatonically from 8 of the 5th string. So I'm going to play 8, 10, 12 there, and then 8, 10, 12 on the 4th. So all together. Okay, then I go into this. Let's slow that down. I'm playing 10, 12 on the 4th string, and then I want to play 9, 10, 9 on the 3rd. After that, I play 10 of the 4th, and then 10 of the 5th, so I'll go. If I can avoid doing flat fingers, I will. I find it sounds a little bit cleaner if you're not going, trying to roll that. Okay, we've got a bit of a shred thing happening after that, but let's deal with what we've got so far. Hopefully that's making sense. Quick pickup change, and then I work into this. And then it starts getting cray-cray from there. So what I want to do is work through a basic sort of D Aeolian shape. I'm playing 15, 14, 12, and then playing that forwards as well. So 15, 14, 12, 14, 15 on the 4th. And then I'm going to play 12, 14, 15 on the 3rd. And then pretty much the same idea from what would be, I guess, an E Locrian shape. I'm playing 17, 15, 14, and then 15, 17 again on the 4th string. So we're just rolling backwards and forwards. At the end of that, I was playing 14, 15, 17 on the 3rd. All together. Okay, and that's the whole section. Let's go from the power chord. Remember, the cheeky pickup switch is very helpful for when it gets nice and shreddy. You can even do it if you want from the power chord. Let's take it from here. One more time with some tabs. Okay, nearly there, guys. Section 6. I want to start off by playing 14, 15, 17 on the 4th. And then I'm going to play 14, 15, 17, and then reverse that, 15, 14 on the 3rd. And then I'm going to roll backwards through the 4th string shape, backwards and forwards again, 17, 15, 14, and then 15, 17 again. So we're going to go. And then we're going to do a string skip. So I'm going to play 13, 15, 17, and then reverse that on the 2nd string. All together. Okay, and then I want to go 17, roll to 14, and then roll back to 17 on the 4th. So it'll go. And then I want to jump back down to the 3rd string. I'm going to roll from 14 to 17, and then backwards again. So all together. Now after that, I'm going to do a string skip and jump to, where am I now? 17, 15, 13 on the 5th string, and then roll that forward. So it'll go. Okay, then at the end of that, I'm going to go back down to the 3rd string. So there's another string skip. I'm going to play 14, 15, 17, and then reverse that. So it'll go. All together thus far. At the end of that, I want to play 17, 15, 14 on the 4th string, and then we'll work towards this other shape. So all together. Okay, then I jump to 12 of the 4th, and we're going to work through a very similar idea, just for more of an Aeolian shape. There are some string skips in this one as well. So what I want to do is go just rolling up and down that Aeolian shape. I'm playing 12, 14, 15 on the 4th. The same on the 3rd string, but I want to reverse it as well. Okay, then when I jump back up again to the 4th string, I'm going to play 15, 14, 12, and then roll that forwards, 14, 15. Sort of go. Okay, then after that, I'm going to play 11, 13, 15, and then reverse that on the 2nd string. Okay, and then I'm going to roll from 15 to 12 back to 15 on the 4th string. And then I play 12, 14, 15 on the 3rd, and then reverse that. So all together. And then I've got a string skip idea again. I'm going to play 15, 13, 12 on the 5th string, and then roll that forwards. At the end of that, I want to jump back down to 12 of the 3rd. We're going to roll from 12 to 15 and then back. And then finish that off by playing 15, 14, 12 on the 4th. So of the newest chunk, we'll do it, and then we'll put both halves together and then do it again slowly with some tabs. So the newest part. All right, right, let's go from the start now. One more time with some tabs. Okay, this last section has a lot of shredding and some string skipping, but the ideas slowly are pretty simple when it boils down to it. So I want to start from 10 of the 4th string. I'm going to play 10, 12, 14. And I'm going to do the same idea on the 3rd string, but I'm going to reverse it. So we're going to have 5 notes there. 10, 12, 14, and then 12, 10. So anytime we say that, I'm just going to roll towards and back. So 10, 12, 14, same on the 3rd, and then we're going to reverse that shape. We're going to take that down an octave and jump to 8 of the 6th string. I'm going to play 8, 10, sorry, I'm going to jump to 12 of the 6th string rather. I'm going to go 12, 10, 8, and then roll back towards the 12. And then what I do is jump to 8 of the 5th string. I'm going to play 8, 10, 12, and then roll backwards. So all together. Okay, then what I want to do is jump to 12 of the 4th string and play 12, 10, 9, and then reverse that. Okay, now the next one I'm going to have rolling forwards and back from the 3rd string, 9, 10, 12, and then I'm going to reverse that. Now I do pretty much the same idea up an octave. So I want to start from 15 of the 2nd string. I'm going to play 15, 13, 12, and then roll that forwards. And then this next one, I'm going to go 12, 13, 15, and then reverse that. And then after I finish that, I'm going to play 15, 13, 12 on the 2nd. So it'll go. Let's have a look at the whole thing thus far. Hopefully that's all making sense. Then I want to play 10, 12, 13 on the 2nd string. And then I do the same thing on the 1st, but I roll it forwards and back. Then I jump down the octave. What I'm doing here is playing 10, 9, 7, and then rolling that forwards on the 4th string. And then what I do there is play 7, 9, 10, and then reverse that. So we've got, hopefully that's all making sense. And then we're going to work into a harmonic minor formation, which goes, which is exactly the same thing from the high octave to the low octave. So it goes, what do we just have? So what I'm doing here is I'm playing 12, 10, 9 on the 2nd string and then rolling that forwards. And then I play 8, 10, 12 and then reverse that on the 1st. So it'll go. And as I said before, it'll be the same thing down an octave. So I'm going to play 9, 7, 6 on the 4th and then roll that forwards. And then at the end of that, I'm going to play 5, 7, 9 and then reverse that on the 3rd. We're getting pretty damn close. So let's look at what we've got so far. Hopefully that's all making sense. As I said, we're getting very, very close. We're going to kind of work through a Phrygian shape now. I'm playing 8, 6, 5 on the 2nd and then rolling that forwards. And then I want to play 5, 7, 8 on the 1st string and reverse that as well. And then do a similar idea down the octave. So what I'm doing here is I'm playing 5, 3, 4 on the 4th string, rolling it forwards. And then I want to play 2, 4, 5 on the 3rd string and reverse that. So we're going to go. So all together. Okay, now to finish this off, I want to go. So what do we just come from? I want to jump to the 5th string now and play 5, 3, 2 and then reverse that. And then when I jump to the 4th string, I'm going to play 2, 3, 5 and reverse that. So it'll go. So the newest chunk. To finish that off, I want to play 5, 3, 1 on the 1st string. Sorry, the 6th string. Then play an open note and then work to an E power chord. So it'll go. After 8 counts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I play the first 2 strings open. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the whole section. It's pretty large and redonk. Let's take it slowly, and then we'll do it again with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. And that was the third and final solo from Erotomania by Dream Theater. Thank you for your patience. Hope you guys have enjoyed that, and I will catch you real soon.